I gotta do it cause I say so. Singing let me say go. James gon' play his part. I won't leave till I get through. Slide in a limbo. Mama get what she want. I know I am a rebel. Foot on the pedal. So please don't take my heart. Shield up and protect. I ain't let them head up. Be smart like Tony Stark. I gotta do it cause I say so. Singing let me say go. James gon' play his part. I won't leave till I get through. Slide in a limbo. Mama get what she want. I know I am a rebel. Foot on the pedal. So please don't take my heart. My shield up and protect. I ain't like the middle. Be smart like Tony Stark.
All right, welcome back to the Backpack Podcast, everyone, where we unpack our backpacks so you can pack yours up. We're your hosts, Thomas, Samba, and Dan. What's up, guys?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's up?
Yeah, man, we're back to another episode 30, bro. Big 3-0.
Dang, man. It took us a while to get there.
I hope we don't like lose an episode or something, and then this ends up being like 29. But yeah, episode 30, bro.
Yeah, man. It took us a while to get to 30. It took us a while, honestly.
How long has it been?
When did you guys start?
Like a year ago.
Do you remember the date you recorded the first one?
January 7th, I think. It was like early New Year's.
Yeah, it was like at the start of the year.
Like start of the year for sure. So like if we did one each week, we should have 52 episodes. But you know, we've had a lot of technical issues that kind of stopped that from happening.
A lot of technical issues.
A lot. Like we're like goated for having technical issues. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
One thing I liked when you guys like told me to check you out is when I went to your YouTube. You can see from the thumbnails like the background and like all the equipment coming in.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah. We
Honestly,
you definitely see the progress for sure.
we still need to up our decor a little bit. I think we get some more stuff,
I agree.
more decorations.
I agree for sure. We definitely need some more posters or
I mean, I got this from Target.
yeah.
I think it's a good addition.
Oh yeah, for sure. I like it. Gives a little pop there and there, you know. But yeah, you can definitely see the growth that we've gotten since we first started. Even like how our structure is, we ranted for like an hour and a half on nonsense the first episode. So like you can definitely see like we kind of keep things more tight now.
I like the first episode though.
It was a good episode.
So we're talking about Gypsy Rose and her ex-husband being all gross.
And we did a comparison between Jersey and New Mexico too. Yeah, good times.
The lighting was like all yellow for some reason, remember?
Yeah. Thank you guys for sticking with us through that.
Yeah.
You guys are appreciated a lot more than you realize.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to get right into the question. Last week we said that we're going to end with the question, open with the answer the question, right?
Yep.
Question from last week was, if you could live in any fictional universe, remember this was my question, by the way. If you could live in any fictional universe, which one would it be? You have an answer?
I do. I'd probably live in a DBZ world.
Okay.
DBZ world. I get to be a character, correct? Like I get to be a Saiyan.
You exist in there.
Do I just exist as a human? Because that's trash. But if I could exist this as a Saiyan or like a Namekian or something, I'm down with that. I mean, even that I could just train as hard as Krillin, and I could probably still be fire. So like,
but would you train as hard as Krillin? I was gonna sneeze, by the way, for all the viewers.
Oh, that was what that was.
I don't like some weird theories like he's not, human conspiracy theory or something. You know what I mean? Like, watch this scene,
right? The lizard eyes or something. Yeah. I'd be in a DBZ world, even though.
But would you just train as hard as Krillin?
Well, yeah, of course.
Sure.
If I'm friends with Goku,
how are you gonna make money?
Forget that. I got powers. Forget money. Goku don't have a job.
Yeah, I know, but Krillin's a human, bro.
Yeah.
If you're a normal human, say you didn't know Goku, but you want to be as strong as like them, how are you gonna make money, bro? But train that hard, you won't be able to. You don't have the time.
What you mean? Krillin can do it. I can do it too. Krillin is human.
Yeah, Krillin's friends with Goku and all them.
Right, so
bro, he could go live.
I just gotta be friends with him.
Master Roshi's house.
Listen, all I gotta do is find Goku. Like, hey, I want to be as strong as you.
How are you gonna find Goku?
He'll be like, he's everywhere, bro. Go where the trouble is. You know what I'm saying? When Cell posted up at the stadium, I'll just be at the stadium waiting. Yo, Goku, real quick, train me for like a week.
Just Goku. Yeah, we're all gonna die, so no.
He doesn't know that. He's like, yeah, man, train as hard as you can. Blah blah blah. You could be as strong as Krillin. I'm like, that sounds great. Where's Krillin at? Boom, hang out with Krillin. Get some android puss.
Oh. Krillin did win with that though.
W. For sure. But yeah, I say DBZ. If it wasn't DBZ, then it'd be Harry Potter.
But would you want to go with an android, bro? You'd know they're half robot.
They wished didn't they wish her to be human? Yeah, they wished.
Oh,
her
never
human.
mind. Then
Yeah.
Krillin got
W.
best.
W, bro.
Anyway,
It was either that or Harry Potter world, like being a wizard world.
okay. Why'd you go DBZ over that?
Oh, because I feel like having the powers of like a Saiyan would be much more better than being a wizard. Just in my opinion, for that.
Yeah, you could fly. Dragon Ball Z. Could fly. That'd be
Different
sick.
planets.
That alone would be sick.
Yeah, different planets and everything. I know they say like you can fly in like the wizard world, but like it's kind of is different.
Yeah, you have to sit on a broom.
Yeah, or
That's
you gotta
uncomfortable.
do a spell. I'd rather not.
You do a spell to fly.
Yeah, like God Leviosa, you can float. No.
Yeah, that's floating. It's not flying.
Fair. I mean, Voldemort can fly, kind of. He does that little.
Yeah, he's evil.
Everyone could do it. He just. I forgot what they call it. Damn, what do they call it? I want to say warping or something like that.
Warping.
That's not it. I know that's not it. I know for a fact that's not it. But it's the whooshing thing they do when they.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
but it's not- it's not- it's not 'cause
you have
he's
to be
evil, though.
evil to do that.
No,
bro.
you don't have to be evil.
Yes, you do.
No,
Then why don't the good guys do it?
Dumbledore does it.
Dumbledore.
Yeah.
When
Try to remember now.
he falls and dies,
Not before that, obviously. Like,
shows him, "Oh, I'm falling. Let me just do that thing."
The wizards can do that. Like
Nope, I've never seen him.
You've never seen them. Have you seen all the movies?
Yeah,
How many times?
once,
Okay, then you probably don't even remember.
but recently.
Okay, well, it's fine. Even then, good guys can do it too. I just don't remember what it is.
No, but
Either
name
way,
one time.
I don't remember. I'm telling you that. I don't
See,
remember.
so
But he does it.
no, he doesn't.
Now I'm gonna have to look this up and bring it up later. We'll bring it back up. If you guys find the video, put it in the comments. But anyway, I'd rather fly like DBZ than a wizard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Dan, you got an answer, or you want me to do my answer?
You could do yours.
I'm going Star Wars.
I had a feeling.
It's between that and Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is just too
It's
cool
so fire,
to
bro.
like.
It's so fire.
But to be different from you, I guess Star Wars.
Star Wars.
If I could be a Jedi,
What if you weren't a Jedi? What if you're just a regular human?
that would suck ass. That would actually really suck.
You wouldn't.
Maybe I
Like,
could fly a spaceship though, be like a pilot.
that's something that you could got a different job, be a stormtrooper or something.
No, that wouldn't want to be a stormtrooper.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be on the good side. All right.
Well, not just that, but like stormtrooper would just be like some fucking normal guy here. Like there's not much difference.
Okay, well,
Besides
that's a
that, you're
government
on the
gig.
Death Star, huh?
That's a government gig. That's a really well-paying job.
Benefits and all, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying the whole appeal of like being in Star Wars universe is to be a Jedi.
Some people like being like Han Solo. You could be a really good
Han
gunman,
Solo's
too.
fire, but if I'm being Han Solo, I'd rather pick a different universe then. I'd rather be. I want to be a Jedi.
Okay. I want to be a Saiyan.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So if I can't be a Saiyan, I can still be in DBZ. Still train, be like Krillin. If you can't be a Jedi, what would you be? Boba Fett?
A bounty hunter? I mean, you could. That'd be kind of fire,
Why not?
actually. It'd be dangerous though.
Yeah, so is Jedi. They're being hunted.
Yeah, but you have like the Force and stuff. It'd be
They still lose.
if it was like a Jedi in Star Wars though. It'd be fire, bro.
Okay.
I think we've talked about this before. First of all, you'd be a Jedi, which is like the coolest thing ever made.
Yeah, it'd be sick.
Um,
do.
second of all, you'd have a lightsaber.
Yeah.
That alone,
I want a lightsaber so bad.
just to like have one on your hip, just be like fucking awesome, right? Maybe you got to choose the color.
Yeah. What would your color be?
Green. I'd want green.
Green. All
If
right.
you can choose, I want green. You purple maybe.
That's racist. Because Samuel Jackson had purple. Is that what that is, bro? No, I want yellow. When I played Jedi Survivor, they used to let you choose your lightsabers. The yellow one, the way it's that or white, crisp. Looks good. Looks good. Even like running with the dual lightsabers. Oh yeah, I'd be a dual wielder for sure. Probably connect them, turn into. It's a good one.
But yeah, I guess I'd pick. It's kind of hard because if you're not one of those, then the universe changes, right?
Yeah, it sucks.
So like even DBZ, if you're not
I'm human.
like a Z fighter and you're a human,
I can still.
you could eventually you could learn like key and whatever.
Exactly.
But you might not.
I would.
You might just live in the
If
world.
I knew people can do that, I'm going to do that.
But you don't know people can do that.
They're on TV. They're literally
Very
on TV,
rarely. They hide it.
They've done like 4 different tournaments
Yeah,
that
but
were
they,
televised.
Yes, but think about how all the other fighters like can't figure out how. You know what I mean?
That's why I go.
And they
join
try to
them.
hide it. They're like the other fighters don't even know about like Goku and their power. They have to like kind of mask it when they're doing that punching bag machine. Remember?
Fair, yeah. But then when
It's not like everyone knows about that.
Yeah, but when
shit.
things go crazy, they all know about it.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. They
No, they
follow,
don't.
bro. When
People thought Hercule beat Cell.
That's
See what I mean?
That was
too.
nonsense. That was nonsense. Yeah, that's facts. That was nonsense. It's funny because they also recorded what actually happened, and somehow Hercule, he just shady in that sense. Even then, Videl, right? Got up in there with Gohan, right?
So you're gonna date Gohan?
No, I'm not gonna date Gohan. I'm not gonna date Gohan. I'm saying if I'm friends with someone, I find out, oh, you're friends with a Saiyan, it's a wrap. I'm gonna be flying.
Yes, I know. I understand that, but what are the chances? Is what I'm saying. What are not high, like at all. Think about how big the world is.
I'll make it happen, bro. Do you know how many times the Earth was almost destroyed? How many times people have spoken to people? Hey, give me your power for the spirit bomb. I'm Goku. I'm gonna make it happen. It's gonna happen.
Possibly.
Yeah.
You got an answer for this, Dan?
Friends. I live in the same building as Monica and Rachel and Joey and Chandler.
You know, I didn't even
Sitcoms isn't bad
I did not think of sitcoms at all.
because in sitcoms you like don't even need a job
yeah,
to like afford an apartment in New York. Also,
definitely
if you
think
live
of
in the same building as them, you see like Rachel taking out the trash every day or something,
Bro.
or like live on the same floor.
bro.
Central Perk is what, just downstairs and across the street?
Central Perk, go there and be like getting coffee every day. You see them
See
there.
them every day.
Phoebe's playing a show.
What do I need to do to be friends with them?
Yeah, easy. I probably go my way of through like Joey.
And no offense, but like
Yep.
the girl's kind of a little loose and like
yeah,
you would probably be able to date one.
yeah, facts.
And even any of them like isn't a loss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Phoebe's a baddie.
Like you go for Rachel,
Monica's a baddie.
right? But like you get Monica instead, not mad.
Yeah, Phoebe not mad.
Yeah,
at all.
Phoebe, not mad.
Ursula not mad either. Although she did do porn.
I would be mad if I got Ursula.
Yeah, if I didn't know her, if I just saw her like, oh, that's Phoebe. Yeah.
Anyway, what's your real answer?
Matrix.
Ooh,
I've never seen The Matrix, sadly.
you've never seen The Matrix? We talked about this before. Why haven't you seen The Matrix yet?
Just never saw it.
So when you say Matrix, are you saying
I'm talking like Neo
computer world?
capabilities.
Okay.
So the real world, however, I know the cheat code so I could fly,
Okay.
you know, do pretty much Dragon Ball Z stuff
Yeah.
in the real world, just having access to it.
Gotcha. So
It just
would you
sucks
still
being
be?
outside the Matrix?
But would you be connected to the whole computer? Or are you saying like in the real world, but be Neo?
There's got to be some limit.
Because you don't really, because the people that don't know that they're in the Matrix, they're not complaining. Like there's a regular life for them.
Mm-hmm.
So you being able to do extra stuff in it, that's fine. Knowing that you're probably going to be killed by alien robots and all that good stuff, it's a different story.
Wow, spoilers, bro. Thanks.
So you should have seen. I
just
don't want to hear that. It's too late to not.
Don't you take a pill or something? Red pill and a blue pill.
Well, I'm not going to spoil anything for you.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, let's go back. Let's say we all lived in the Star Wars universe.
Okay.
First of all, we all know I'd be the Jedi.
All three of us would live on Tatooine, and we would be pissed because it was hot all the time with two suns.
We be farmers, bro.
We'd be fine.
We don't work at the same job on Tatooine, bro. Be like, man, life sucks here.
Yeah.
Yo, Princess Amidala, bro, kind of a baddie. Except for she's like really young in the first one, so that'd be in the, second or third one. Even though she's not even like she's not the princess in those ones anymore, right?
No, she.
No.
Or queen. I mean, sorry, queen. She's not
Yeah,
the queen in those
she's
ones.
a
Queen
senator.
Amidala.
Yeah.
You'd go Jedi, full Jedi, like I was saying with the Matrix. You'd live with inside those laws and those rules. You also giving up relationships, connections like that.
That would suck.
Mm-hmm.
That would suck for me personally
You just about
because
the
I'm
temple
big
though?
on like
temple life.
relationships, like people I love. That would be hard for me to like be like, nah, fuck that. Like even Anakin leaves his mom when he's like how old? You know what I mean? Like that would fucking suck. I'm big person on like relationships. Like even growing up, I never I guess I realized I didn't do a lot of stuff here in Santa Fe, but I loved my growing up just because of like the people around me.
Yeah.
Like, we'd have so much fun.
So now imagine you're 18 and you're feeling that way, and some guy in a nice dark cloak slides over and says, "Hey, you know all that Jedi stuff you like? You could still do it on this side."
Mm-hmm.
And that whole connection thing, you could still do
Still
that
got
too.
it, bro.
Oh, fuck.
And we got cookies.
We only got like you only locked in the red saber though. Can't choose another color, but like that's the only drawback. And you might go bald.
It might go bald. They all go bald.
That would be enticing. That would be enticing.
Yeah, it's easy to go dark.
But then we've talked about also before with like the Jedis. I don't know if you know this. I read it. We both have read a thing, and I think it's true. Jedis are allowed to like have sex. They're just not allowed to have relationships.
Really?
So they're not allowed to have any emotional connection within the encounter.
Oh, that's not
So
bad.
Jedi's like be smashing, bro.
That's not that bad. I thought they couldn't do anything physical.
No, they're not like priests.
Okay. I figured they're like advanced priests, basically.
They're like super cool priests. What's crazy, like you're obligated, like in the rules, to be like, I don't care about this girl, but I'm gonna
Just
smash.
want to smash and keep it moving.
Like it'd be against the Jedi order to like.
To get in a relationship. It's like, what are we? I'm like, done. But then, what about your family then?
No, it's a wrap, bro. You
Yeah.
gotta leave them. It's like it's kind of like the Men in Black. I'm just realizing how similar.
Yeah.
But the Sith, he's saying
They
like
do
you
what they want.
could,
Yeah, they got families and all
you
that.
could have a girlfriend. You could go visit your mom, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
Force lightning on top.
Ooh.
Force choke, like you said.
Like I said, only drawback is you're locked into a red
Red saber.
kyber crystal. Yeah, that's all you can do.
Well, that and like you would have to like kill people.
I mean, Jedi's kind of kill people anyway.
Yeah, Jedis do kill people.
Yeah, bad people.
Fine, we could just all work for Jabba. We could
Fuck
hang out at
that.
Jabba's and just
No, just hang out at
And we would
Jabba's
know-
palace.
We would know clearly we're bad guys. We'd
That would
down-
suck.
It would suck. We'd still.
I'd
be on
rather be
Tatooine.
we'd way rather be a Sith.
We'd be on Tatooine. Just now, we're all in heavy armor.
Sweating
Fuck,
bullets.
it's even hotter.
Yeah, and we'd be in Jabba's palace, which is definitely hotter.
Steam
Jabba's
everywhere.
grossing us out every day.
Steam
At least we have the entertainment of that one chick.
True. The Twi'lek dancers
Yeah, yeah.
and Rancor feedings. We could. Well, I'd probably get tired of watching it, but you know.
Listen,
Boom.
what if we were all stormtroopers?
Okay.
Down.
That wouldn't be that bad. We'd be on the Death Star. Death Star would be like, yo, Death Star's nice.
What ranking are we?
I was gonna say, let me ask both of you. Have played the 2005 like Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah.
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 What trooper was like your favorite one?
I used to like, for
go
some
with that
fucking
one?
reason, you can ask my brother and my cousin, I used to always go for the stormtrooper with the fucking like rocket launcher. I used to like to just rocket launcher people,
Okay.
even though you'd like miss 90% of the time. But when you got one, they went flying. That was my favorite.
Sound like you just trash, bro.
So is that the ranking? Like that's what you tried to go for? Because I don't know their official rank. So let's.
No, I wouldn't want that because then I'd have to fucking carry around the rocket launcher all day. That would suck. I also like the shock troopers because they had jetpacks.
Oh yeah, shock troopers, good one.
I like those.
So that's what I would go for.
Either foot soldier or shock trooper.
Just running. Remember on like Hoth, you had to fucking just be running.
Forever.
Everything's so far.
For no reason, bro. Yeah, I'll probably be a foot soldier. Because one, I like the camaraderie. We're all together.
Yeah, it'd be like you know,
Aside, like,
working for like the
military.
state or something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
run some military.
It's not a bad gig, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, till fucking
can I be a
Luke
stormtrooper?
blows up the Death Star.
Could I be a stormtrooper that's like just maintenance?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cool.
we could just be
be the fucking
contractors.
janitor.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome.
With a gun? That's fire. A janitor
That'd
with
be
a gun?
awesome.
Yeah,
That
could you
wouldn't be
imagine
bad.
Just like the coveralls and then a stormtrooper helmet.
Yeah, I'm just mopping. Hey, what are you doing here?
Stormtrooper
Shoot some dude?
What? Who'd you just shoot?
Invaders. Whoever,
Invaders?
I don't know, whoever's trying to storm the Capitol.
The
You know what
Death
I'm
Star definitely doesn't get invaded very often, and then when it does, it's very obvious.
saying? But it happened what?
There's like, woo,
Once, twice?
dude. I've asked you guys this before, I think, but like, or I don't know if you know if it's a question, but I just think it's funny thinking about Do you think it is a question? Do you think that the people on the Death Star had like it blew up so fast?
Yeah.
They had no time to even
Get on like ships and
to even like
escape
think.
pods. Yeah.
Like obviously they knew that it was like, oh shit, there's some shit going on. It kept kind of shaking at some parts, but when he shot the thing in,
To the little
Thermal.
it wasn't like it was like just boom. They had no time to even think. Like, oh shit, did they?
You know, the other crew was definitely like trying to go to sleep and like, what the fuck's going on out there? Like just in their quarters. It's like boom, boom.
It's like my shift's over, bro. I just want to sleep.
just like,
Yeah,
what's
because Death Star's huge.
Yeah.
And then we've talked
supposed
about
to
how many
say-
people do you think died on the Death Star? So they definitely had like a cafeteria crew.
Oh yeah,
Maintenance
They
crew.
had.
that's why the rebels are bad.
They probably had like a daycare to watch
Dude,
your
there was
kids.
for sure a daycare and a cafeteria there.
Because they were living on the Death Star, right?
Yeah.
They weren't like flying
They
home
had
every
kids
night.
there
Yeah.
for sure. For sure.
That was their living space.
Yeah.
They had to live and work there. I play basketball.
You'd be fire at basketball, bro.
I'd be a pro
He could be
athlete in
fire
the
at
Star
basketball
Wars
in
in the Star
real
Wars
life.
universe.
I'd be a sand person.
Nah, I wouldn't be a sand person. I hate sand as it is.
Have I done my sand person impression on here?
I think you did at work once.
I do it at work all the time.
Let me hear it.
So I want to tell this real quick. There was one time, and I think it's one of the funniest things Thomas has done, because when I left, I thought about it in the car ride. I thought about it when I was at home.
Yeah.
He did that very same like impression, but he started it. And where we worked, you can hear when the door opens. So he was like in the middle of it when the door opened, and that means the person's already inside. And it's not something where he could have just stopped talking
Yeah,
or
I
bail
had to
out.
finish.
He had to finish it.
So
That was,
customer
like, one of the
definitely walked
funniest-
in and just heard like. If they know Star Wars, they're probably like, "Yo, was that a sand person? Is that a Tusken Raider in the back?"
They walk in, they're like, what is going on?
Dude, one time I was in the bathroom at a football game, and I was in the like stall, and in the stall next to me, I swear to God, I'm not making this up. I heard someone go, "Anti uta solo," and I was like, "Is that Greedo? Like, what the fuck?" Literally, like, I was like, that was really weird.
As you're pooping?
Yeah. I think I was just
That
peeing.
is-
I was peeing.
You were peeing.
I don't really poop in public.
No, that's right. Yeah, that's weird to hear.
Anti uta solo, and I was just, what the fuck was that? That was probably there from that point of view of that customer. Like, there's no way I heard that, right?
Yeah, right? Like,
Did you laugh out loud though?
No, I was
Because you
just,
would have recognized it.
I was just like, and I left, and I told my dad, I was like, dude, I swear in the bathroom, I just heard like Greedo.
you should have waited to see if he came out in costume or something.
But yeah, no, I think you're right. We probably would just live on fucking Tatooine.
I'm telling you, we'd be farmers, bro.
I'd have a food truck on Coruscant.
What you selling?
I don't know, just probably a delicacy in that universe. We're talking about other
Yeah,
universes.
yeah. So what you?
Wonga. Selling Wongas. You want a Wonga?
Like right outside the club that they go in Attack of the Clones. I just post that outside the
Okay.
club and
That's good money.
You'd be selling death sticks, bro.
That's good money.
oh,
bro.
dang. Thank you for smoking.
There we go.
My favorite movies.
It's good money. It's good money.
Let me ask. This universe conversation has gone on longer than I thought we expected it to.
Definitely did.
Having heard each other's universes, anybody want to switch? Like, did
I mean,
you
it-
hear
it-
like,
it depends.
I want to jump to that one because that person made it sound so good?
Honestly, I don't think I'd want to be in the Star Wars universe anymore after talking with you guys. I'm just going to be honest.
You could just not.
Sounds like it'd
be
kinda
involved with
suck.
us?
Because even if you are a Jedi, you're right about like you wouldn't have any family. That would suck. Your only friend would be like your trainer.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's cool. There's that. If you're a Sith, you wouldn't like. I don't think that'd be that great either. To be honest, you have to take orders from Darth Sidious, who's very like
Evil.
not nice. He's just not nice. You know,
Evil.
like even if you want to look at it from the point of view thing, you'd be like, yo, my boss kind of sucks. Like
Yeah.
he's not very nice. As a stormtrooper, That would be your like probably best gig.
Yeah.
But even that would suck. That would just be like a 9 to 5 kind of, and then like there's a chance you get blown up without even having a chance to think.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe not Star Wars anymore.
Okay. So what else you looking at then?
DBZ.
Okay.
Just because everyone has the capabilities to like
To
get
move
those
up.
powers,
Exactly.
it's just you
Proper
wouldn't know if
training.
you would or not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking the sitcom idea.
Okay. So,
What about we haven't even said like the MCU, like Marvel universe?
I was thinking that, but there's a lot of collateral damage with any superhero universe.
Yeah, for sure.
like, could we pick a specific heroes universe
No, dude.
instead of the MCU? Because that's
no,
really vague.
no.
Could we say like New York's realm? Or could we
All
say
in New
like
York.
no? Hold on. That's kind of like the main. I was thinking like Harlem, like how to Luke
You
Cage.
tried to make it seem like a realm when you just said a city.
I'm saying like
The
how
Santa
like
Fe realm.
I'm saying how like in the MCU like there's the Luke Cage in Harlem.
So Luke Cage and you're living in Harlem?
Nah, not Luke Cage. Not Luke Cage.
You would choose to go to another universe and live in Harlem.
Nah, that was just an example, bro. See, like, I'd rather be like on Krypton. Nah, I can't with Krypton to die. The planet blew up. My
Death
bad.
Star, Krypton. Our Rangers pop up for you at all?
Why didn't I think of that?
Oh, bro.
Bro,
Dude, we all could have just like been there, right?
dude.
Going to school together, chilling, hanging, going after work to the rec center, hanging out, and then what?
Be Power
Somebody's trying to
Rangers
Oh
stomp on
shit.
Angel
Zordon
Grove?
or Zordon's calling us, bro. Let's go. Just
No, that should have been it.
Dude, why didn't we think of that?
Dude,
See, but
there's
the thing
three
with
of
all
us.
these universes, like we said, is are we going to be these things, or would we just exist
Would
in the
we just be
universe?
existing in them?
Well, what's the qualifications? When we were teenagers, were we teenagers with attitude?
I had some attitude. I definitely was a troubled kid.
You can't be too bad because then
No,
he's
no,
not
I
gonna
was-
like give
I
you.
wasn't evil. No, I wasn't evil. Like,
You're just like, no, I was doing some bad.
no.
stuff, dude.
I was like a brooding kid that wanted to do good things, but like I was like battling certain things internally. I liked martial arts anyway. I was really big on martial
Oh
arts.
yeah, that's a good point. I
Right,
forgot
right.
that about you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was really big on martial arts. I don't know what else qualifies you to be a ranger.
I don't remember.
I don't know. What
You might be the Red Ranger.
I'm definitely not red.
What?
I don't think that's bad.
Yeah, that's
No,
not far
I'm not
off.
saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad at all. Red Rangers would be fire, but I know I'm not the Red Ranger.
That's not far off.
I'm not. I don't have the personality.
You don't
to
think
be
you
Yes, you
got
do.
leader energy?
Yeah, you do. You have you're leader energy.
Yeah.
No, because I have to be. I choose not to.
Therefore, you could be the Red Ranger.
No, I choose not to. I would probably be one of the backups and be like, "Yo, you should do this."
It's after I said I'd be the White Ranger, and you're like, no, you wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
You'd be
Dude,
red,
you
and
had
I was
Red
like,
Ranger vibes.
You are Red Ranger. Bro.
how? How?
How are you not?
I don't understand where
Dude,
that's
dude,
coming
dude,
from.
dude, you're either red or blue. Those are the only two. I
That's
see
fine with me, but where's the red coming from? Where?
right now.
What?
Look at you right now, bro.
What does that mean, though? Define that. Describe it for
Red
me.
had all the energy, bro.
Red was the
Red,
leader.
Red was the catalyst.
He
for
was the
everything.
leader.
Yeah, the catalyst for everything. You make things happen.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So you're the
But
Red
would I
Ranger,
be the leader? I'd be messing around too much, bro.
bro. You could be a fun leader. You could be a goofy.
We'd be
leader.
like supposed to be all serious hunting Ivan News, and I'd be like just joking around. Which, listen, Red Ranger isn't a bad thing. He's the leader. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I could be the Red Ranger, but I think I see myself more as
Blue.
Is that what you're gonna
like
say?
White Ranger leads more in like cool way. He's like, let's kick this ass right now.
Right,
Like
let's-
I'm not even gonna say much.
Let's
I'm just gonna kick
let's
ass.
Keep it real though.
Fine, let's
we
keep
all
it
want-
real.
we
I'm
all
not the
wanna
White
be-
Ranger.
No, we all want to be white and
Jerks.
green, but let's just say we're limited to red, black, and blue. Dude, it's crazy enough to go to this universe.
So you'd be
and then
blue.
have to be
So you'd be
selected.
blue, right?
I mean,
you'd
is
be
that what you
blue,
guys are
he'd be
saying?
black, and I'd be red. You said red, black, and blue.
Yeah.
I was getting more red vibes, because the song was leadership. Maybe blue because he has glasses.
I could see you being the Black Ranger, to be honest with you.
Why?
I can see
Why would
black.
you say that?
You get black vibes. The word black doesn't
no,
mean
no, no, no.
African American.
I can see black, especially if you like dip out and come in on certain episodes.
What?
Jesus Christ, you're making me reoccurring?
What?
I'm not
What?
even main cast?
Yeah, what was that?
That might have been the
That was like,
Like,
it
so
went from
today.
the best compliment to like the worst insult, right?
Yeah, dude.
No, I can
I'm
see
just
black.
with like Bulk and Skull. I'm just the third one.
Bulk and Skull are
I'm
funny,
joking.
bro.
No, I was joking.
Okay, fine.
No, I can see black though.
So what are we? Who's what? Tell me, and I'll accept it. If I'm the red, that's fine.
You're either red or blue.
That's fine with me. But which one?
I get more red from you.
Okay, I'm red. You're black. You're blue.
I'm thinking.
Honestly, I can see you as blue.
Thomas blue, and I guess I'll take black if that's what's left over.
Okay, you see me as red, him blue, black.
Though
You see me.
T
as,
does have Red Ranger vibes.
You do, bro. Like
I kind of see you as red too, to be honest. Though I'm kind of on the same page as Dan. You're a leader, bro. As much as you don't want to be,
as okay, fair.
you're a leader,
That's
bro.
fair, that's fair.
Like you take the blame of us messing up. Like I'll talk to Zordon, right?
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
sounds
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
And then we would be like, yeah,
let me
you
talk
got
to him.
this.
And you guys go back in the locker room like, yo, he's doing it. Okay, I can see that. I can see that.
Wait a second. Does that mean some other guys are the fucking white and green? What the fuck?
No,
So where? We're
I'm
the.
just saying- I'm just saying we all want to be white and green, so let's just keep it fair. Otherwise, we can't all be. white
Okay,
and green,
fine.
right?
Fair enough.
Unless we went white, green, gold. Right? Then we'd all be like the super cool,
Okay.
badass.
Okay. If
I'd
we
be
had the
white.
On the side that like takes
White,
over.
gold, green.
White's my favorite, please, guys.
That's not helping the whole black thing either, bro.
No, I mean like as far as color of clothing, white's my favorite color of clothing, and I like the suit the best. It looks the coolest.
Fire, yeah.
That's why this dude like race with everything with this dude.
I'm just joking. You make it so easy.
You would want to
I
be
don't-
gold?
I-
You could be green. You're gold. You like green.
I do like green. It's my favorite color. Would you be gold?
I could be.
Do you think
like
you
all
have-
three of those? I could rock them.
All right. So then gold, green, white. Okay. In the comments, let us know what Ranger you'd be. Which Power Ranger team would you rather be on? Aside from Mighty Morphin.
Dino
Samurai.
Thunder.
Dino Thunder, Samurai. Dino Thunder's fire.
Dino Thunder is fire.
Dino Thunder's fire.
The White Ranger was
I did
fire
not-
and Dino
I did not
Thunder
think you were going
too.
to say Samurai.
We were talking about like shows, and he was talking about like Victorious and iCarly, and I was thinking, well, when I think of those shows, I think of Big Time Rush. Reason why I say that is because when they would play those, they would play Power Ranger Samurai a lot.
True.
So I'd say Samurai is the one I'm most familiar with, aside from
Okay.
Mighty Morphin.
Okay.
I said Dino Thunder for the same reason. That's what I'm most familiar with besides Mighty Morphin.
Dino Thunder I grew up on heavy. SPD was.
That sounds like fucking Law and Order or something.
Dun, dun.
But they're just Power Rangers. I never watched Law and Order. I watched Criminal Minds a little bit. That show was fire, bro.
Criminal Minds is good. NCSI.
NCIS.
NCSI.
NCSI.
Damn,
NCIS.
bro.
Thank you. These acronyms.
Which is the one with Ice Cube. That's Law and Order, isn't it?
You mean Ice-T?
Ice-T.
Shit.
That could not have gone more perfect.
That could not have gone worse for me.
He said, who's the one with Ice-T? No, Ice Cube.
So which one is the one with Ice Cube?
He did the voice and everything.
I did the lisp too. Son of a bitch. I've had some like really like
Bad flare-ups.
embarrassing moments the past few episodes, like where I just say things wrong.
That's funny, bro.
If it helps, we tend to forget. You're the one who like reminds us, and we're like, "Yeah, dude, that was funny."
That's facts.
Like I don't even remember like what other episodes you're talking about. What'd you say last week?
I don't know.
Okay,
The whole.
but you know for sure you said
Well, all I remember is the question thing that he just just completely missed. I was
Oh
trying to,
yeah,
like,
that was funny.
swing to him.
I feel like I like said a sentence wrong.
You probably
Like I misplaced a word or some stupid shit. It's really
For fictional universes to jump to, it's weird none of us said Law and Order or.
what the fuck would we want to live there?
That's pretty normal, bro.
Yeah, that's real life.
I had to train to be in forensics or something. Like that's just normal, bro. Avatar,
Oh,
No.
Last Airbender.
Blue. Oh, I thought you meant like the blue
Oh, I forget
guys.
the blue people. Nah. I mean, good movies. Love the movies, but I'm talking about like Last Airbender, which they're coming up with a new series. I'm excited for that.
You
But,
be an airbender, earthbender,
Just a villager?
firebender, waterbender,
see, if I'm not a bender, then I gotta train to be like Ty Lee.
assbender. What?
I gotta train to be like Ty Lee if I'm not a bender. She's the one that has the pressure points that can like disable people, I guess. Yeah. So if I'm not a bender,
What about Tai Lung?
that's from. Ain't that from Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys wanted to go,
Tai
to that
Lung does the
universe-
same shit though.
I mean, yeah, but like,
He like makes them all frozen.
yeah, I was just still stuck on Avatars. I'm like, who's Tai Lung from Avatar? Like, Kung Fu Panda's not good. That's not a bad realm.
I love the first Kung Fu Panda movie.
Dude, the first two were great.
First two, I haven't seen any besides that.
At all?
No.
Dude, you're slacking. Number
I've
two
just
is
seen the first
fire.
one.
I just said I haven't seen anything besides those two.
Oh, I thought you said that's the first one. Okay.
You could live in a cartoon universe. Oh wait, Dragon Ball Z is cartoon. Why haven't we said cartoon universe? Yeah, no. There's a bunch of universes you could pick, bro.
Which one would be the best to be a normal person?
I think Friends is up there, right?
Yep, sitcoms.
Yeah.
I still can't believe you made him a recurring character, bro.
It was.
Yeah, that was like one of the meanest things that I've ever heard, like in my entire life.
it was a joke.
Like you're just like, yeah, you got. Like, where was the joke part though?
No, he said like, yeah, I could see
I
you
can
like
see you know you're
being
coming
out of a
in.
few episodes and popping in.
Yeah. Recast you different every time you pop up. Same character name though.
You would never take your helmet off. You're just always on. You're always in suit.
Dude, if I could have a Power Ranger helmet, like an authentic one, I mean, I can buy one. I think.
I think Dino Thunder had one of the better helmets.
Dino Thunder was the best. Well, it wasn't the best, but it was my favorite because that was the one that I like super into when it was coming out.
I think I still remember the theme.
Mighty Morphin's the best,
It's
and
good.
actually
Go ahead.
my favorite.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Mighty Morphin. That's OGs.
OG. Ivan Ooze.
I'd say Mighty Morphin, Lost Galaxy, Dino Thunder, SPD, Mystic Force. I like Mystic Force a lot. I did like that
What's
one.
one where they're like cops? Is that SPD?
That's SPD, yeah. That's what I said earlier, yeah.
SPD!
Emergency. Yeah. Good times. Good times, good times. They made me like cops for a while. Then I hated cops again.
Why?
I'm black, so you know.
Okay.
The show Cops.
I used to love the show Cops.
Oh, just not Cops.
No, cops in general. Like real people cops. I didn't like cops for a while.
But you like the show Cops.
I like the show Cops. That's what was. I thought it was funny because these people were savages. Savages. Does that show still come on?
No.
I don't know.
Dang.
That was like the era of like the Maury Show and like Jerry Springer.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a good era of TV.
It does feel
Like Cheaters.
like, ooh. Remember like what was? Dang. It's like those original game shows like Next or like
You guys ever watch that game show Baggage? Also hosted by Jerry Springer.
that
don't think
sounds
so.
that sounds familiar.
I used to love that show. It was a game show. It was
Sounds familiar.
cool.
Or like Fear Factor.
With Joe Rogan as the host before he was
Yeah.
like Joe Rogan. Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, or like Pimp My Ride.
Pimp My Ride was
I used to
fire.
love
Oh,
Pimp
yeah.
My Ride.
Cribs.
Cribs, yeah, like
That's a great era. Of
I was a
TV.
big fan of American Next Top Model
I wasn't.
for obvious reasons. I actually had a cousin that watched it religiously, and she was always over, so I just watched it with her. I actually
Yeah.
got really into the show. Season 2, 3, and 4 are my favorite. Yeah, I don't remember the winners, but I just remember those were my favorites. They got down to like season like 50, right? I'm just going.
I mean, I get it. There's some like chick shows that are like meant for like women to watch.
Mhm.
Sometimes you get a peep and you're like, you get hooked a little bit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like sometimes Veronica watches the Kardashians. I'm like, this is dumb. And I like keep watching.
She said, what? No, I feel you.
Sometimes it's kind of interesting, entertaining, I guess.
I got really into Sex in the City because my girlfriend watched Sex in the City. So, like, I
used to think that show was like porn when I was
straight
a
up
kid.
porn, yeah.
And my mom would watch it, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, but like I would never watch it with her. But I was like, Sex in the City, like, yo, this
It's porn.
there has to be boobs in this, like a lot.
And it was on HBO, so if you had that understanding, that just reinforced your thinking more.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, and I never watched Sex in the City though. Actually,
It's good. I don't mind it. I hate Carrie.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
You don't have to call it that, but like it's kind of understood. It's a chick show or like a guy show. You know what I mean? Remember Bro Code?
I used to love Bro Code. Even Girl Code.
They had Girl Code too. Yeah.
Loved both of them. Great show. Hey, they didn't bring that back.
I think they tried and it was trash.
Of course.
All right, so that was the question of the week.
We got into
That was supposed to just be the start, but it just went. We ran with it. That's going to be the whole episode. Question for next week is, what's something, or you can name multiple things, that really grinds your gears? I don't know if I really like that saying that much grinds your gears, but something that pisses you off. Something that grinds
Pretty
your
much.
gears. Yeah.
A pet peeve. Grind your gears. That's actually from Family Guy.
I doubt it's from Family Guy. I think it's
That was
existed way before Family
Really?
Guy. That saying,
Dang,
grinds
that's
your gears.
where I learned it from. Grind your gears. I learned it from Family Guy.
Gets your goat?
Get your goat. I never heard that one.
No.
Or to sink your boat.
You've heard of sink your boat?
What really sinks your boat?
You've heard that.
Yeah,
Have you heard that?
No.
Okay.
I've heard that. Not many times, but I've heard
What
that.
really sinks your boat?
Yeah. No, really sinks my boat.
A catapult?
A hole. Yeah. Yeah.
That's genius.
Thank you. Anyway, that's a question for next week. We'll answer at the start of the episode.
Yeah.
It might be the whole episode.
It might be.
But maybe not. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.
Take it easy.
Peace.
I gotta do it cause I say so. Singing let me say go. James gon' play his part. I won't leave till I get through. Slide in a limbo. Mama get what she want. I know I am a rebel for the